strange town tonight. Nobody knows me here. Nobody expects anything of me. I can disappoint no one.
And we won't find the answers, but we'll find ways to harm ourselves. And there's no barbarian compromise of sharing, but there are ways to harm yourself. And when conflict leads to compromise, well then you won't take me alive. And if you could quantify decency, well then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So let's talk about zines. I don't know if you guys are as obsessed as I am, but I've collected them for quite a while. If I was at like a concert or something and there was a zine on a merch table, I'm grabbing it. I also made a point to try and go to Short Run or whatever sort of zine fest is in your area, but in Seattle we have Short Run. That's my favorite one. It is a really awesome, like DIY, self published festival, so you can find all types of things there. I also went to art school for a while, so I definitely collected anything that other people were making. And it was during my time in art school that I started my own zine called Making Stuff Instead of Breaking Stuff. It was a submission based art zine, so really, like, anyone could submit pieces of artwork, and I would compile it into a zine. And the idea was it was stuff that maybe they threw away or was just in their sketchbook but like needed a second life. So that was really fun, and I want to get back into doing it. So I thought we'd look at some of those before like jumping into my new body positivity zine. So these are some of the ones that I made while I was in college. The artwork on the cover is usually by someone else, that I just want to show off, that got me really excited when it was submitted, or kind of just like encompasses the whole theme. And I gotta say, like, it would get me pumped when I would get emails from people submitting different things and it would start to come together of what it was actually going to look like. It was just so fun, and it's definitely a project I want to restart up on this channel. So hopefully I can even get like help from viewers and get artwork submitted so we can kind of collect it all. And also, it's so great seeing it like in person in printed form instead of just on your screen. So those are kind of my favorite things about it. Making stuff when shit sucks worst can help change your perspective. So just the idea of getting down and like, drawing or keep working through that project, even if you aren't loving it, it still might turn out cool. Or if you just put it down for a little bit and come back to it, you might end up loving it. Someone else might get really inspired by it. So that was kind of a celebration of the kind of stuff we would see. Another inspiration for the scene was there was a janitor that worked at my college that he took all of the artwork that he would find in like the recycling and trash and then tape it around the garbage can that he would like take around campus and kind of made it like a little art gallery. And I just always thought it was so cool and so beautiful. And he was just like such an inspiring guy. So I don't know, that idea kind of definitely went into the creation of this zine. So let's talk zine nitty gritties now. After you have an idea of what you want to make and it's time to start putting something like actually together, I suggest sitting down with some paper and drawing out your actual plan of how you're going to do it. If you start there, it's really going to help when you're actually going through and trying to lay it out. So for my zine, I'm going to be printing on 8.5 by 11 or letter size paper, and then you can just fold them to create the different spreads. If you're starting out, this is a great way to go because the materials are everywhere and you can actually like print copies at your local library for free if you're doing it in black and white. You can even then just like print out the cover page at a copy place on nicer paper to kind of make it feel a little elevated. So it just makes it really possible to jump in and actually start working on it. If you're going to do it in this format, with the 8.5 by 11, in the landscape format, you're going to want to make sure that your page count is divisible by 4 because you're using one piece of paper for each like page of your zine. So if you don't have it divisible by 4, you're going to have like an empty awkward page, or your cover is going to move so it's not on your cover. So if you think about this when you're planning, it becomes so much easier when you go to actually start like printing and putting everything together. So one thing you want to think about as well is the first page, the first piece of paper that you're working with is going to be your front and your back cover. So you want to really think about that when you're laying it out and designing it. When you print your zine, you're going to fold the inside spreads, and then that back page, that's the cover pages, that's going to lay on top. That way you can kind of just fold it all together, crease it, and then either staple it, or you could even sew it, or fasten it in any like unique, interesting way that you really can think of. At this point for my project, I need to figure out how many pages I have, like what the art count is at this point for the project, because I have a lot of submissions that I'm still working on, but I definitely want to get the first issue done soon. I also need to reach out to some of the models that I worked with on this project to get some like additional information. I kind of want to like share their story, but I want to make sure that everyone is sharing what they want and I'm actually like conveying it well. I think that's really fun to get some insight behind the art as well, and I'd love to include as much of that as possible. So right now I'm just kind of working on figuring out what I'm going to include, what I still need to do, and how I'm going to lay it out. So I definitely still want to like document the process and share it with you guys as it comes together. But yeah, this is the first step, kind of getting all your content together in one place, figuring out what you still need to make, and then moving on from there. I'm a frantic to-do list maker, like just deluxe to-do list maker. So I will probably be writing all of this out to figure out where I need to go from here. The zine that I am working on right now is a body positivity zine. So the idea is I started it with a drawing of myself trying to talk about how like wearing crop tops is fine no matter what you look like, and I really need to learn how to accept that, which I really have been doing a lot more since working on this project. I posted it online and got a lot of feedback and people kind of feeling the same way. So I started to say like, you know, send me a picture if you would like a piece done with your perspective, because I want to show like all perspectives and all body types and all genders on the spectrum. Like, I just want to share everybody's experience with this feeling of kind of breaking through to that like confident, you know, positive feeling of like, you know, F your beauty standards, I'm going to look however the fuck I want. So I have a whole list of pieces I still need to work on, but these were the first ones that I've been able to finish. So and if you would like to submit a picture, comment below and I will get in contact with you, because I definitely want to keep this project going. So voila, that is my zine collection, and also my plans for my upcoming body positivity zine. All right, well, thank you so much, guys. And yeah, now it's time to go to Big Freedia.
It from there. This is good. It's Big Freedia Day! Woo! Big Freedia, can you open it for me, Kelly?
Yes. I'll also open this.
This is Leah and this is Kelly. Just so they can say hi. Hi. But we're gonna go see Big Freedia. And it's been forever since I've seen live music. The only show I've seen since COVID I played, so I'm fucking excited.
Yeah.
I never danced, so
I've only gone to one show that my boyfriend played, so this is the first of the live music.
Exciting stuff. I'm super excited, so
nervous
and excited. Yeah. Clink.
a strange town tonight. Nobody knows me here. Nobody expects anything of me. I can disappoint no one.